Welcome back. Happy Monday. Shy Girl 4367 in the house.
Hi, hi.
Dude, my stuff is all messed up. All my clips. Look at this. Look. Actually, this one works.
Stop it. Get some help.
That one works. I mean, I fixed most of them, but like, they're all in random places now.
Are you sure about that?
I don't know what's going on, and this is just how I feel right now.
Fuck!
Fuck this shit! Came in this fucking room and everything went fucking bad. Fuck this shit, man.
It feels like OBS just has a mind of its own right now, and all my stuff is messed up. But you know what? We're here. We're just gonna play it by ear. And what are we gonna talk about tonight? What stuff we want to get off our chest?
Your music.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Out of Mind. New single just came out and it's doing pretty well, actually. Let's check out what's going on with my latest single, Out of Mind. Let me take off night shift so it doesn't look weird. And this is how it's performing after 1 week, like just a little under a week. So I released Out of Mind last Tuesday on January 23rd. Today is January 29th. And
It was my birthday.
oh yeah, shout out Shy Girl 4367. It was her 30th birthday last Tuesday, also the release day of Out of Mind, and here we are, a little bit less than a little under a week later, and currently sitting at 1,483 streams. I tried a lot of different things for this release. Just basically took everything that I learned from the last 2 years of releasing music and applied it to this song, just this one song. So a couple things I did. I think first thing I want to start with is taking advantage of these campaigns that Spotify offers. So they offer two types of campaigns. One is the showcase, which looks like this. When you open up the app on your phone, you usually get this little section where I popped up, and this has been running since last week, since the song came out, and it looks like it reached 2,558 people. 192 people clicked on it, and 108 people were converted to listeners, which is, I'm guessing, out of the 192 people that clicked on it, 108 actually listened to the song for more than 30 seconds. So I don't know if that's good or not. I mean, the conversion rate was 4.5%. It's something. This is my first time ever doing something like this, so I don't know. It's cool to just see how all of this works. And yeah, so that's the showcase. That's ad campaign number one. And then the second one, which I also am using for the very first time, is the marquee. And before, this wasn't available to me for some reason. So I don't know what happened. I guess they're opening it up to more people. These are the requirements for it. Like, you need to have a new album, EP, promoted artist is the main artist. I don't know. Before, you had to have like a minimum number of like monthly listeners or something like that, but I guess they opened it up. So this just started, I think, yesterday, or what's that, 2 days ago on Saturday. And the conversion rate is way higher. So I don't know. We'll see how this goes. This just started, and it's going to run for, I think, like 2 weeks or something like that. So yeah, we'll see how this goes. Another ad campaign that I've been running is on Hyped It. Honestly, I don't know how worth it this is, but yeah, I have no idea. It says 87 total link clicks, but like I don't know how many people actually listen to the song, so I don't know. I think this might be the last time I do it. It's I think I trust the Spotify campaigns more. Anyways, let's talk about more interesting stuff other than my song that just came out. But anyways, I'm really happy. This is the best performing song that I have released in the last 2 years. The one that has the most streams out of all the songs that I have is the first song I ever released. And Out of Mind has done a lot better in the first week. So we'll see how long it lasts, with all the like ad campaigns and stuff. And I feel like we're going to hit 1,500 streams while we are on stream. So that's my goal. My goal for this the stream is to stream long enough for this song to hit 1,500 streams. We're at 1,483 right now, and that's 17 more. We'll see. We'll see if we can do it. We'll check in occasionally, but we'll talk about other stuff too. Also, shout out to Trader Joe's, and the former $2 chuck, but now it's $3.50 buck chuck, $3.50 for a bottle of wine, for a decent wine, and starting off the week right. Anyways, so how was your birthday, Shy Girl?
Birthday was great. We went to Korean barbecue, ate a lot of food, and then we just hung out after. And I played more Dynasty Warriors.
It's not working. Okay, see, look at the applause thing. Like, what is that? Why is that? It's all like off center and all that stuff. Studio Sphinx, hey, welcome back.
How are the kitties?
Did you hear that, Sphinx? How are the cats? They miss you. I don't think the cats like us. Like, I really don't. I think they just like us because we feed them, and then they just do their own thing. That just because I feel like some cats are more affectionate and like cuddly and just want to hang out with you. But your cats are just like, give me food, or else I'll puke on the ground in protest. Yeah, that's kind of cool though. Like, they just do their own thing. Like, you don't have to take them out to walk. You don't have to take them out to poo or pee. Like, they're just like, all right, I just live with you. I want a cat. I wanted a cat. I think I've told the story a million times, but I'll tell it again. I wanted a cat really bad. I wanted a tabby cat when I was in 3rd grade. And I was obsessed. I was like checking the newspaper in the classified section for like cats that were up for adoption. And I would cut out like, I would cut out the little section with the phone number to like call them to adopt the cats. And I would just like show my parents, and they're just like, no, we're not getting a cat. We're not getting a fucking cat. And then one day I come home from school. I was in 3rd grade. I remember this day so vividly. I was like 9 years old. I come home from school. It's like 4 p.m. I put my backpack down, and then I just see something scurry across the living room, like so super fast. So I'm like, oh my God. Like, my parents finally caved, and we finally got a cat. I was so stoked. And then like I looked at my parents, and they were just like, what was that? And I get closer to the table, and all of like our grapes that were out were all eaten. There's like bites taken out of them. There's like bites taken out of all the food that we had like on the counter. And I'm like, what the hell? And then I go look to see what the thing was that was running around. And it was just a squirrel that had gotten in through our chimney and was just like wreaking havoc in our house. Like, it I don't even know how long it was in our house, but it was in our house, and then my dad had to like capture it with like a bucket or something and then throw it out. And that's my story of how I thought we got a cat, but it was actually a squirrel, and I was like super bummed out the rest of the day. But then we got a dog, and we didn't train him, and we just left him in the garage, which is really sad. Must have been a big ass squirrel to think it's a cat. Yeah, it was running around everywhere. I couldn't even get a good look at it. I wanted a dog really bad, a Siberian Husky, but we got cats instead. Oh, yeah, Huskies are cool. They're just huge and they're super loud, right? Really vocal. One of the most affectionate dogs that I have ever hung out with was a pit bull. It was like the sweetest dog in the world. Like all she wanted to do was just like stay next to me and just like cuddle, and was always looking at me to like pet her. It was like so adorable. And like pit bulls get such a bad rap, and it sucks because they're the most just like, oh my gosh, like they're strong, and they're just like super protective, which is can also be a bad thing, but um it's crazy, man. And also the Martine's dog, the Bichon Frise, French dog, super nice, so polite. Anyways, what else did we do? Celebrated your birthday, got Korean barbecue. Oh, forgot to answer your question. We got Korean barbecue at Yakiniku, or as Cygirl4367 likes to call her, it's Yakiniku. Yakiniku. It's Japanese. Why is it? Wait, that's a Japanese name. Is it?
It's a Korean barbecue place.
But isn't it? Hold on. Hold on. Yakiniku.
That's Japanese.
Dude, it's Japanese.
That's a Japanese barbecue.
Confirmed by Wikipedia. Yakiniku.
That's
Yakiniku, meaning grilled meat, is a Japanese term that in its broadest sense refers to grilled meat cuisine.
So we had Japanese barbecue. No,
No, it's just like they just didn't know, or they knew and they just wanted to be wrong.
yeah.
So we got Korean barbecue at a place called Yakiniku. Oh wait, I didn't finish reading. Today, Yakiniku commonly refers to a style of cooking bite-sized meat and vegetables. One of the most popular dishes in Japan. The origin of contemporary yakiniku is considered to be Korean barbecue.
Nay.
One of the most popular dishes in Korean cuisine. Cool, so it's both Japanese and Korean. Well, now we know. Anyways. Yeah, tapas, like Asian tapas, Japanese, Korean tapas. It's really good. Yeah, that restaurant, it's very like direct. How would you describe it? Like very direct,
I feel
bare
like-
bones.
I feel like it's going downhill.
Why?
Because the first time we went there, it was like very good. Service was great. And then I feel like every time we've gone, it's like it satisfies the need to want to eat Korean barbecue, but I feel like it gets a little bit worse each time we go.
What about it is worse?
I mean, they didn't give us our right orders.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right. They like messed up our order multiple times, and we were just like,
We didn't get this.
What?
And they're like, yeah, this is your table. And we're like, no. And then he just grabs his food, turns around, and gives it to the table in front of us. And we're like, okay, good job, you guys.
Yeah, didn't we ordered, what did we order? Fish cake?
Fish cake and japchae.
Okay. Yeah, we ordered fish cake and japchae. And what did they bring us? Oh, they brought us a rice paper,
Yeah.
right? Like a hell of rice paper.
Yeah.
And then
And
we were just like, "Oh no, this isn't ours." And he was just like,
okay. He's like, yeah, okay.
and
we're
then
like,
and then he just walked away, and we were like, "Do we eat this?" I ate it because I'm not gonna not eat something that's given to me, but like, okay, here's how I feel about the servers at Yakiniku. They're like robots in the sense that they don't talk to you, they don't interact at all. Like even if you say thank you, they don't even say like you're welcome. Like they literally just drop the food and leave. And like they'll leave before you can like say anything to them. And it's just like, what the fuck, man? Like how can you like just be human? Can you just be a human being? Like your job is customer service, dude. And you're the reason why robots are already taking your job. Like you're not going to try. Okay. Like it's crazy, man. Like they just straight up bring you the food and then they just leave. There's like no interaction, no like thank you, no. It's so weird, dude. It's like what the fuck? It's like we're really becoming robots. Like AI is just really, it's really taken over in like, especially in the restaurant industry. It's crazy. But I mean, I guess it's kind of like you get what you pay for at that place. Was it $30 a person for dinner? But like you'd think, I don't know, maybe just their management isn't great or their morale is kind of shitty, and that reflects in the way that they serve their customers. And that's the one drawback. Like on the positive side, it's really fast, super quick service. Like you order it on your phone, you don't have to interact with anyone. And I guess that's like one of the characteristics of that place. But it's just still weird that there's no human interaction. But the host is really nice and he gave us ice cream. So shout out to the host. I'm going to Qpot this week. We'll let you know if it's anybody. Oh, yeah, I've heard good things about that place. You should check that out. Qpot. It's like combination Korean barbecue and hot pot. I don't know, like I'm kind of lukewarm on hot pot. Pun intended. I had hot pot like once and I'm just like I don't really like it. Maybe I need to do it again cuz like the last time I had hot pot was like over a decade ago. And I was probably with people who didn't know how to cook it. So we should go. I'm down to try it again, but yeah, it was just that one experience. I don't think they put like enough stuff in it, so it was just like straight up meat and vegetables and like no sauce or any flavor. And I was like, this is it? This is what we paid like $30 for?
but that's what a hot pot is. It's like a giant soup, and you just order your own veggies, noodles, and meat, and just stick it in there. It's like making your own noodles in a giant pot that you share with other people.
Yeah, but like you can put sauce and stuff in it, like broth. Or they give you broth, right?
The broth is already there.
Oh. It's wet. It's wet Korean barbecue. Said Studio Sphinx. It's good in cold weather. West Cozy food throwback.
Bobo spasm.
It's about to get super cold, right? Like tomorrow. It was really nice today, like abnormally hot, and I was like, dude, I don't need a jacket to go outside. And I think tomorrow it's going to be like 40 degrees during the day. Also, quick update. we're at 1486 streams for Out of Mind. I think we can hit 1500 in, I want to say, maybe the next hour. We'll see. We'll see. Let's check it out. Let's check out some of the details here. Oh shit, big rainstorm on Wednesday. Oh, you're off?
We're not taking any wedding tours that day.
All right, Out of Mind. So the biggest playlist that I'm on has gotten me like 30% of the streams. It's this Chillwave Dreamwave playlist. Yeah, it has like 8,500 people following it, and that got me to, we're sitting at 1486 right now, which is like, even with my first song that I released ever back in 2022, which was Aqua. If you go back to the first week that I released it, go to custom and then put in 122 to 131. 2022. Yeah, so I released it on January 10th, 2022. And so a week from that is January 17th. And like, wait, so let's look at the 10th. Wait, no. 11th through, let's say the 18th. 11th through the 18th. So first week for Aqua, which is the first song that I ever released, I had 829 streams, and we're at, I don't know why it says 1173 on right here, but if you go to this page, it's 1487. Like, what? Anyways, getting closer. We got 13 more to go. And I promise I'm not just like playing all these streams myself. Does that even work? Like if I if I stream the song like over and over, will it add to this? I don't know. I've never tried that personally, but I mean, I guess technically you can, but that's just like, why would you do that? So I'm guessing this number is from like real, it has to be from real people, right? Like you can see where people are listening to it from. Go to location, US 717, some Canada, UK, Germany, France, Australia, Ukraine. Isn't that crazy, dude? Like, do you ever think about that? How it's just normal that you can just make music in your apartment in the corner of your living room, and then just people all over the world will see it. Like we went from none of this being possible to all of this being possible in our lifetimes. Like how much better can it get? You got one person. Shout out to the one person in South Korea that's listening to my music though. Damn, Studio Sphinx with the philosophical deepness.
Please clap.
Oh, I can't see it on here. Also, I added some new stuff.
Please clap.
Hey, we got General Carver. Welcome back. Welcome back. How you doing? How you been? I saw your comment on last week's video that you couldn't make it, but Yeah, welcome back. Welcome to the party. We got all three people here. But you know what? It's an intimate party, and I'm more fond of smaller get-togethers than I am of big parties. I feel like I've always been that way. I'm not a fan of big parties where like you don't know who to talk to and you're just like I don't have a clip for that, but you know what I mean. I got one beer left in the fridge, so breaking it out. Awesome, dude. I got some $2 chuck courtesy of Trader Joe's, which is now 350 because of inflation and stuff. But I don't this is good, man. Been getting into wine a lot lately. I wasn't a wine guy before because wine, especially red wine, used to make me really just tired and super sleepy and give me a headache, and now it just doesn't do that anymore. Like I actually really like it. And I also met a new friend. His name's Dre. He's super into wine, and he's just like opened my eyes to the the world of fine wine and wine tasting and all that stuff. So like some things he taught me is like this thing where you kind of swirl it around and you look at I forgot what you call those things. Also, shout out to San Jose for the hardest water in the world. You see all those water spots? I don't know, you can't even focus on it. But all of our stuff has water spots on it. Like everything. It's never, our glasses and our plates are just never clean looking. It's insane, dude. Like, look at this. And you like can't get it like look at this. It's like polka dots. This is just like sulfur like deposits, like sodium and stuff like that. Is it distorting my face? What kind of beer you drinking, Carver? What do you got? There are dishwasher rinse tablets that you can use to get the hard water spots off. That would be useful if we use our dishwasher for anything other than dish storage. Yeah, we don't use our dishwasher for like washing dishes. Oh, because of all the water stuff?
Ever since we moved in, we never touched our dishwasher, like run it. Oh, I think we ran it once actually.
Wait, hold on. Can you why are
Hello.
you not in focus?
Is because I look like handsome Squidward.
Wait, hold on.
Ow, my leg's asleep. Okay.
Oh,
Well, we used our dishwasher once, and now it looks disgusting. So we never use it again. Only to store our to dry our dishes.
yes. Studio Sphinx has called us hella Asian.
Yes, we very much are.
Yeah. Yeah, we are. Yeah. I don't know. I'm just never used a dishwasher. Or we've never used it since we got in here. Did we? You want to start using it so you could get all the
No, we need to run it
Tough.
without dishes, so I could get all that gunk that's on the bottom out.
Mhm.
But we didn't use it a few times when we first moved in. But then I think you convinced me that it uses way too much water. That's why we stopped using it.
Said that explains why you left all the cat stuff on the rack. Is that not normal? Is that weird? You just gotta dry it. And I didn't know if the stuff in the dishwasher was clean or not. So I think it was dirty. But I don't want to like take the chance, you know. Anyways, Out of Mind is at, what are we at? 1,488 streams. You got 12 more to go until we hit 1,500. Can we do it in the next, I would say 45 minutes, maybe? Starting to kind of slow down, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. All right. What else we got? Oh, so this website that I use for all my links, it's called Koji. So you probably, I don't know if you might have seen this before, but this is like the best link in bio site that I have ever used. There's Linktree, there's a million different other ones, but Koji has the video background. Koji has a tip jar. Koji has all these different things that you could add to it on top of the normal kind of link stuff that comes with all these link in bio things. And this has been my favorite thing to use. And now they are going out of, or not, they're not going out of business. They got acquired by Linktree, which in my opinion is nowhere near as good as Koji, which makes zero sense. You'd think that like if Koji got acquired by Linktree that they would just keep the service going. But no, they're canceling this whole service altogether, and you have to switch over to Linktree. And I don't want to do that. So I'm probably going to make, or I'm in the process of making another LinkedIn bio on beacons. So this is what it's going to look like. Like, you don't get the video background. You don't get, I don't know, man. It's just, I don't like switching to things or like being forced to switch to new things. But I guess this is like straightforward, super simple. I don't know, like I feel like the video background adds a lot to it. And this is all going to be gone in, what's today? The 29th? Yeah, it's going to be gone on the 31st. Like this site will cease to exist. So I have to hop on that and switch everything over to beacons.ai. AI, dude. What are we using for AI? Oh, it like you can use AI to make your tagline. It's like you just don't have to be creative at all anymore. You can have a robot be creative for you now. The fuck, man. I feel like, I don't know, where do you see all this AI stuff going? You know? Like what is the what's the long-term outcome for all this AI stuff? Is it like, is everything just gonna be like look the same and sound the same and read the same? It's all, everything I feel like is just gonna become homogenized, and like there's gonna be a lot of just like, I don't want to say like anti-AI art, but like, because you know how like Dadaism, like Dada, D-A-D-A, was a response to all the other art forms at the time. What was that, like 1920s? I don't know. I took one art history class in college and learned about the stuff and forgot most of it. But yeah, Dadaism, like Marcel Duchamp, whose famous piece was the toilet or the urinal, in response to like the super like fine art, high art that was coming out at the time, like I don't know, whatever was out at the time. Huh? Monet, probably like expressionism or impressionism, one of those. Yeah. I think something similar is gonna happen. Just the way, like similar to how like Basquiat was kind of like the punk rock type of art. Something like that. Like I feel like things are gonna get really punk and really grungy, and I feel like grunge is gonna have a resurgence, a revival, kind of how like pop punk is having kind of a resurgence in a way with like Machine Gun Kelly. Like, okay, can someone please tell me why Machine Gun Kelly has 3 signature guitars? Machine Gun Kelly, dude. How many signature guitars do you need? And this is his latest one. This is his latest. Look at this, dude. This is his latest signature guitar. Machine Gun Kelly. Right? Let's do a quick search on Machine Gun. This guy. I'm not gonna watch your video, dude. He used to be a rapper, right? He used to be a rapper, and then he called out Eminem, and then they had a beef, and then Eminem destroyed him in a diss track, and then he stopped making rap music and pivoted to making this shit. And he's gotten a bunch of backlash on making a razor blade shaped guitar, dude.
Stop it. Get some help.
Dude. Anyways, let's get back to the chat. Increased automation and more human information related jobs replaced. In general, probably not a big decrease in our lifetime. Yeah, I think the job market is completely changing now. All the layoffs that are happening, like all the software engineers that are just being replaced by AI, because essentially they're just robots, right? Like they're just coding. Right? I get it. It takes creativity. It takes, thinking outside of the box and stuff. But when ChatGPT, you can just enter in, code me this site, and then it'll just code it for you. Then what? I don't know. I've used ChatGPT a little bit, but not that much. I don't feel the need, and I just like, I don't know. It just seems so like lazy. But then you could say that about any sort of technology. I'm just really concerned about where all of this is going, man. Like, I guess that's what people said about the internet, and here we are doing this impossible thing, or this thing that was impossible like 20 years ago. So, who am I to say anything? Do we use AI tools in my job? Not at the moment. I edit all the videos, I capture all the footage. I think we tried. I think for one of the trailers, they used ChatGPT to write the lyrics to emulate a Death Cat for Cutie song, "I'll Follow You Into the Dark," and they tried to make it like a song like that, but not, so we could get around the copyright issue. And I don't know, it's just like, I don't know, it just feels like grimy, you know what I mean? Like it didn't come from a real place. But I don't know, man. What's real anymore? What is real anymore, dude? Nothing, man. You hear about that Taylor Swift thing on Twitter? Like, they faked porn of her and then just like spammed it all over Twitter, and it went viral.
Oh my god. That's scary.
Yeah, it's sad, man. And it's like really like gnarly porn. Like, yeah. From what I've heard, I definitely didn't search for it myself and look myself. No, it's just like, okay. You know what? It reminds me of the Black Mirror episode. I forgot which one. But there was definitely a Black Mirror episode like that.
It's like the most recent one.
Oh, the girl?
Yeah, it's the most recent Black Mirror season where it's like they pretty much record this girl's life and turn it
Mm.
into a TV show. And then there's just like this scene where she's seeing her ex, but she was still with her boyfriend, and they showed it on the show, and it just went all crazy like that. So it's like that.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, what's crazy, like, I mean, with AI now, someone could potentially download all of my streams that I posted here, but please don't do this. But they could download all of my streams. They could use use machine learning to train an AI voice based on all of my speech, and then they can replicate my voice completely. They could use a text to speech, and then they could emulate my voice because they have like a voice print of every vowel, every consonant, the speed at which I talk, all this stuff. And then they could use that to like call my parents and then like sound like me and tell them I'm in trouble and send me money and stuff like that.
The pros and cons of technology. Oh, sorry, I'm like sliding down.
Yeah, I just see like your forehead, but it's better. So the layoffs. Hold on, let me get back to. I missed up. Yeah, people are just selling shit to sell shit. Like other artists put their name on alcohol, perfume, or other things. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. Like integrity. What's that? What is that? So the layoffs in tech you talked about are a lot of them related to AI coding things, or is it more economic related? I'm actually not too knowledgeable about specifically like what layoffs, what departments were laid off in tech. I personally don't work in tech. I work in the video game industry, but I feel like Studio Sphinx might have some input on this. Like I know were layoffs at Google, Discord, Amazon, and also a bunch of video game companies. Like I just said Discord. Um, yeah, I don't know. I don't know, man. I have not followed the topic much. I heard the gaming industry is laying off a lot of people. Yeah. Yeah, our company went through 3 rounds last year, and I survived all of them somehow. The last layoff that happened was in August of last year, and it was our last day in Japan. We were in Osaka. I remember this. I was on the toilet, and then you said like, "Fee got laid off," and I'm like, "What?" I checked my phone. I had all my work notifications disabled. I checked my Slack. There's like a bunch of messages like 99 plus or whatever, like 9 plus or whatever. And I'm looking through, and it's like one of our upper managers got laid off, and we were just like, okay, like, am I laid off? Like, I have no idea. I still have access to Slack and Outlook, so I don't think so. I didn't get a termination letter or anything, but yeah, that was scary. That was a little damper on the final day of our Japan trip. So I just have to like walk around with that in the back of my head as we were uh eating okonomiyaki and taking pictures with deer. It's the economy they overhired during the pandemic. That's so crazy. Yeah. I mean, with our company, they kind of did the same thing. They went crazy with acquiring a bunch of different companies, and something happened with their finances. Some deal went bad, and they're like, "Oh, cool. We just gotta get rid of a bunch of people to cover our asses and minimize the losses." So that's what they did. Like we were all just doing our jobs, like, and last year was honestly one of the most successful years financially that we've had. And then we also had the most layoffs that we've had, which makes no fucking sense. And like it doesn't feel that much better right now. I mean, we're still like everyone's still just wondering what the hell is going on? Like, what are we doing? Like, everyone's kind of scrambling, trying to find some solid footing. And yeah, I don't know, man. But I see it as a way, as like a segue into just like turning your own, like, like the individual becoming their own business and like making a living doing what you really enjoy. I feel like that's where things in general are heading. Like a lot of people have their own side hustle, their own things that they're starting. Like I know a lot of people personally who have done that, who've started doing it. And because of how all the infrastructure that has been built, you know, for the individual and how a lot of things can be automated, and also with, you know, AI coming out, being able to code everything for you and write articles and emails and all this shit. Like, I guess the only real, the most, how can I say this? Like, the best thing that big companies offer, at least in my experience, is like insurance and benefits. Like, that's what's keeping me, like, for like retirement stuff, insurance, like all that stuff. But I mean, that shouldn't be reason enough to stay, but it's something. What are we sitting at? We got 10 more to go. We're at 1,490 streams. Can we hit 1,500 in the next? I'm probably going to cut this off at like 10. When did I start? 8:45. Yeah, I'll cut this at 10. So we got half an hour left. Let's see if we can get to 1,500. I don't know if we will, but not a big deal. I mean, I'm happy people are listening, man. It's just cool that people are listening. And that, I don't know. I think I talked about this last week, but like I have a personal Instagram, but I don't post, like, really post personal stuff anymore. And I feel like happier because of it, because it doesn't feel like I'm trying to like perform my life. Like, I like sharing music because it's just like stuff I like to work on, but I don't know. I like to keep my personal life like personal, yeah, and not like say like, hey, look at what we did. Like, I don't know, man. I stopped using my personal Instagram, I want to say like 2 years ago, and it just feels, I don't know, I just feel better. Like, I feel less just like distracted by stuff. I don't know. Capitalism, baby. I think the coding AI does is for now overrated. I develop content for the game Arma. Oh, no way. I've always wanted to get into playing that game. It's like super realistic. Like, it's like Call of Duty, but way more realistic, right? You can drive in like tanks and stuff. I code for it. We attempted to use ChatGPT to code content. None of it worked. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I feel like that's when I've used ChatGPT maybe like a handful of times, and it's just, it hasn't impressed me much. Maybe because I don't know how to use it that well, but yeah, ChatGPT is just, I don't know, dude. Like sometimes when I text, I'm like, I can just, like, I keep forgetting that there's a text with it, a speech to text. Like, you can just talk and then it'll write the text for you.
That doesn't always work great though.
Yeah. But like, why would you need that? It's like, wouldn't you just call someone then?
I do it when
Or even like when I'm, oh, go ahead, go ahead. No, go ahead. I'm zooming in on you.
I use it when I text you while I'm driving.
Oh, I can tell. I know when you use speech to text when you text me because you use actual punctuation, or it uses punctuation, and it sounds like you're mad at me when you use periods. I'm just like, dude, what did I say? Yeah, using period. Let's discuss using periods in text. Is that periods like the dot. Periods in text mean you're angry, right? Like that's unless or you're like a serial killer. Those are the only two. You're either pissed off or you just killed like 10 people. Those are the types of people who use periods in their texts. When is the last time you've seen someone? Let me go. Hold on. Or you're like a bot. You know what I mean? Or it's like an automated message. But like an actual human being that has had a period. Actually, I take that back. My parents, they don't use periods. They use 3 periods. They use ellipses after every single sentence. My dad, in particular, he uses. God damn it, Studio Sphinx. Yeah, my parent. Oh, why did I turn my light off? My parents are bots. They totally are. Yeah, my dad uses ellipses after every single sentence. Just dots all the time. I'm always wondering, like, why? You know? But why? Like, why use 3 periods when 1 period will do? Like, it sounds like he's just like being sarcastic about everything. Like, yeah, just got home, ... See you later, ... Like, not even meaning what he's saying. Like, what the hell? Anyone who uses any sort of amount of periods in their texts, I don't know about, except my dad, just because that's his style, dude. That's just how he does. That's how he does it. He keeps you hanging. He leaves you hanging. Because the amount of extra work it takes to put the other 2 dots. I don't know, man. Anyway, shout out to my parents. They're in the Philippines right now. Golf. My dad's golfing. It's funny. My parents immigrated to the United States in the 80s, and now they go back to get not get away from the Philippines, but like for more opportunities here in the United States. And they did it. You know, they're successful, and now they just go back like every or twice a year now because they're both retired. It's kind of cool. But my dad wants to like move there, and my mom's like, "What are you talking about, dude? We spent our entire lives trying to get away from this place, and now we're just here all the time." But I mean, we have a lot of family there, so. All right, 1492. What happened in 1492? That's an important date, right? Columbus? Oh, Columbus is like thrown under the bus now, right? That guy fucked up. Periods are important. Yeah, I don't know. I was just kidding about the period thing, but like I at least I personally use periods. I only use on Slack. I only use capitalization and punctuation with people that like I don't know if I'm like cool with. Like my way of showing that I'm cool or like we're cool with each other at work, at least on Slack, is I will type in all lowercase and not use any punctuation. But like if I kind of know you but not really, like I'm capitalizing everything. I'm proofreading it 3, 4, 5 times. No emojis, none. Like there's a couple people on Slack at work that like So stupid. Like I capitalize everything and I'm like, this feels so weird capitalizing shit right now. Or like when I write an email, like you have to. Can you imagine not capitalizing stuff in an email? People be like,
Stop it.
don't. No, ellipses. It's 2024. 2024 is the year of no more ellipses. When do ellipses ever count, like ever make sense? In books? Dot dot dot. But what does it mean when you only emoji react to things? Good question. I mean, I don't know. It's fine every once in a while, but when you see someone like always reacting with an emoji, it's just like, okay, like you're that person? Me? I don't do it all the time, dude. I'm talking about like at work. I think with like people you know, it's like it's fine, but at work, like you see the same person reacting all the time and you're just like they're waiting to react to something. Like someone will post something in like the whole office chat and then it's like the first person to react every single time is like the same person. And like you know they're like, "Oh, my time to shine." I only send emoji reacts. Do you not want me to? Are you offended by my emoji reacts? Also, are you watching this stream on your TV? Because I'm just imagining you like laying out on your big ass couch, just like with my big ass face on the TV. I think that'd be pretty cool. Just curious if it costs me to text words. Is it 2001 now? Are we in 2001 where it costs, or didn't you have to pay like per text back then? It's like 20 cents per text or something. Yeah, 10 cents. 10 cents a text. Dude, I had dial up until 2004. Shout out to Net Zero, man. My parents like didn't want to upgrade to cable internet or like DSL. So they're just like, no, Net Zero is fine. Net Zero is it's enough. Dial up is enough. I had to play Counter-Strike with my friends who had cable internet and I would lag out. My ping would get to like 4096 and then everyone would just be like just hovering in place with their guns and I'd just be like, God damn it. Like I couldn't move. No, like I couldn't update anything. And then I would get disconnected from the server and then I would turn off my computer and just cry and like go for a walk by myself with my Nokia 3390 and play Snake by myself. And I would play Gunbound. I would lag out of Gunbound too. What else would I play? Yeah, Counter-Strike, man. Counter-Strike with dial-up. It's just like,
Are you sure about that?
yeah, Net Zero, man. And I would just leave. I would treat my dial-up like cable. Like I would just leave it on all the time. Like I would just leave it permanently on and just tie up my parents' phone, like the family phone line all day. And I would be downloading like a song or like a movie that would take all day and just hope that no one picked up the phone. And then I would come back like 2, 3 hours later and then just see that the download got interrupted, and then I have to do it all over again. It's good times, dude. You have experience with dial-up? You never had dial-up?
My parents didn't allow me to use computers when I was younger.
That's a good thing. I mean, when we have kids in the future, they're not getting iPads. Like I know we're saying that now, but like I really don't want our future kids to have just iPads in their faces the whole time, because we're seeing the effects of that, and
It's crazy. We see it with my nieces and nephews. We see it with a bunch of other kids. We're like, whoa. It's just very different. Oh, it's just very different.
it's just, I don't know, man. It's, I get it, like they're kids, but like their communication skills are, I don't know, man.
But then you also have someone like my nephew, Andrew, who's incredibly smart,
Hmm.
but only has an iPad in front of his face.
Yeah.
Like he needs an iPad in order to eat food, to sit down and eat food.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Such painful memory, gaming memory to share. Heart goes out. Yeah. Gaming with dial-up, I don't miss. I get nostalgic about Napster though. I still think about Napster sometimes, just because like I participate in the whole like music thing and my stuff's on Spotify. But like Napster, the first song I ever downloaded on Napster was Blink 182, All the Small Things. The very first song I ever downloaded, and then the next song was like Back That Ass Up by Juvenile. That was my playlist when I was 9 years old. Would your family ever pick up the phone and you hear them say hello or whatever through your modem? Yeah, I have like vivid memories of my mom. Like I would get disconnected and you'd hear like goodbye, goodbye. And that's how you know when you hear goodbye twice from AOL, that's like that meant you were disconnected. And then I would just hear my mom yelling from downstairs like, "Jay!" And then that's it. Like it would just, I would be kicked off from the internet, and then she had to like call her friends or whoever. Yeah, kids can't read anymore. Have you heard of the new math? Yeah, that's, I don't know, man. I guess it's just a different way to look at it, but I feel like I would have to relearn math to be able to do that.
Yeah, it's complicated.
Say It Ain't So. Weezer? That was your first song you ever downloaded? What was the first song you ever downloaded illegally? Legally, but kind of, yeah.
Korean music.
Korean music?
Mm-hmm. Fly to the Sky. That's the band.
Damn. What else, dude? Napster. Oh, dude, we're at, sorry, quick update. 1,498 streams. We got 2 more to go until we hit 1,500 in less than a week. So Out of Mind came out last Tuesday. I guess like Monday/Tuesday, because it released at midnight all over the world, depending on where you were. So we're about to hit 1,500 streams in a week. That's for sure the best performing song I've ever released to date. So pretty happy about that. I have been running ads for it on Spotify, which is, I'm guessing it's helping a lot with the showcase and the marquee. But hey, man, the more I release music, the more I realize like how this all works. And like, yeah, you can totally just make a song, post it, and see what happens. And potentially it could blow up like on TikTok, or it could blow up organically. But I mean, people have to know the song exists, right? And ads are part of the way that you put yourself out there in front of the right people. And like when I first started, I didn't really believe in it. Like ads, I'm like, dude, just make music, man. But I mean, this is the world we live in, and um, we are almost at 1500. Are we at 1500? Ah! We did it, you guys. We did it. Shout out to everyone. If you've listened to Out of Mind, thank you so much. Thanks to everyone who's listened to Out of Mind over the past week. We got it to 1,500 streams. Let me bring this up. All right. Yeah, 1,500 streams. We got to 1,500 streams in just under a week for my new single, Out of Mind. Thanks to everyone who's listened to it over the past couple days. This is the best performing song I have ever released in the last 2 years that I've been releasing music. And yeah, just trying to get better with every release, trying to learn as much as I can. And yeah, I'm glad I started releasing music because it's allowed me to meet people from all over the world, connect with all sorts of people I never thought I could connect with. And you know, we got Carver in the chat. I don't think I would have ever, you know, connected with you if I never started releasing music. And Sphinx, I've known for a long time. We were roommates for a while. So I don't know, it's cool. Again, like it's just cool having, you know, just a group of people to talk to about stuff like this. And yeah, just make content for it after, you know. Because I've been in the position where I've had tens of thousands of people watching on Reddit at one time, and it's like you can't even interact with people because the chat is just going insanely fast. And like sure, you get in front of a bunch of people's eyes, but it's not as fun streaming to like a bunch of people versus, you know, a couple of people that you can actually interact with and talk to. Topic shift. Did we go to the Sphere in Vegas?
We got close.
Here, Mike.
We did not, but we were very close. We went on the Link High Roller, which is a few blocks down from the Venetian, a few long blocks down from the Venetian. You can see it was really nice. The graphics are pretty cool until you get closer and you just see little dots. Or is it dots? Pixels?
Yeah, just like giant pixels. Yeah, we didn't go inside the Sphere, unfortunately, but I don't know. I've heard mixed reviews about it. I think if we were to go inside the Sphere and see a show, I'd want to see a concert and not that movie. Yeah. Because I was watching reviews of the movie and it's like, it's a very like environmentalist movie about like the destruction of the earth and like we have to treat earth better. Meanwhile, you're in this giant, completely unnecessary like behemoth of technology that's sucking up a bunch of power and took like a bunch of plastic and stuff to make. So it's like it's kind of hypocritical. I feel like the topic of that movie. So I don't know. I guess a spectacle of it would be cool, but I'd rather see like a concert or something there, but like not U2. I don't think I've heard a single U2 song like ever. And the fact that they put all their music on an iPod, on iPods when they first came out was just like,
Are you sure?
yeah, maybe next time. Next time we go to the Sphere, maybe there'll be like different artists that are performing there, but we'll see. 1501. You did it. 1,500 streams. That's like $7. Thanks to everyone who helped me earn $7. I appreciate you guys. You're amazing. But really, yeah, it's like $7. Like 1,000 streams is like $5. But you know what? You do it for the love. You do it because you enjoy doing it. And that's why I have all this shit, is because I have been doing this my whole life. And I remember when I was 12, 13 years old, just obsessed with music and trying to learn how to record. And I got getting my first drum set, taking drum lessons, going to Guitar Center, playing all the things I couldn't afford, buying like one piece of shitty gear after the other with my allowance. I would get like $100 a month, and I would take that $100, go to Guitar Center, and buy. This is the first MIDI controller I ever bought. I think I bought this in college. This was, yeah, it's an M Audio Oxygen 25. Still works. It's in my latest video that I made for Out of Mind. The keys are yellow. I don't know if you could see that. Got this in like 2009, 2008, 2009. This is one of the things that I bought with my allowance in high school. This is the MXL 990 and 991 combo. Yeah. So this is the condenser. This whole package was $100. So for $100, you could get a large diaphragm condenser and also a small diaphragm pencil condenser for like drum overheads or like miking acoustic guitar or something like that. And I remember I bought these when I was like 13, 14 years old, and I was like, dude, I'm gonna sound like a pro, man. Like I was so stoked. But then I didn't have an audio interface, so I plugged this. You need like an XLR cable to plug it in, and I plugged it into like the 1/8 inch like headset microphone jack on my family computer, and it sounded like absolute ass. It sounded so bad, and I was like, wait, is this how it's supposed to sound? Is this how professionals sound? Oh my god, dude. But yeah, that was, oh my god, it was a long time ago when I was like 14. So it's been a long road, and now we're here. We got 1,500 streams in a week, and you know, I'm just I'm glad I'm able to do this, dude. And I'm glad people listen to it. You know, I remember when I released Aqua, you know, back in 2022, I only finished that song because people were asking for it on TikTok. Which is strange, right? Like, shouldn't I have just been releasing it just because? But I feel like I needed that validation in some way to actually post something to Spotify. And I don't know. Well, that's what happened, and here I am, you know. I released, how many songs have I released on Spotify? Where we at? Like 8? I gotta release more shit. Yeah. 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Got 9 releases on Spotify, and yeah, I'm trying to release a lot more this year. It's trying to be more consistent, but damn, dude, 1,500 in a week. We'll see where this goes in the next month, but I already got to start making. I have a couple of other songs in the works, so hopefully we'll release another one next month, end of February. That's what we're aiming for. What's that?
Are you gonna tell them your plan? Your one song a month plan?
I don't really have a plan. Like I want to release a song once a month, but the plan is like just finish music and like don't overcomplicate it. I think don't get too rigid or married to an idea and just have fun with it. And like I don't know. Like I feel like I beat myself up a lot when I make music, and you go through like the whole roller coaster of like this is the best thing I've ever made, and then like you listen to it right before you release it and you're like, I don't even know if I want to release this. Like I could do so much better. But I guess the best way to deal that I deal with it is just setting a deadline and saying, you know what, whatever you have now, like at this point or by this date, that's what it is. And that's it. Like you can't, it's never going to be like perfect. Like what is that? Because I feel like this has happened many times, is like I'll keep working on it and then it gets worse because you start finding like little things that you didn't hear before, and then you start nitpicking like little tiny shit that doesn't matter, and you're just like, what am I doing? I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. That happened to this song. It happened to this song that I released. I started like changing stuff that didn't need to be changed. Yeah, so just trying to be as consistent as possible. Yeah, just imagine all of those 1,500 people standing in a room. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, I never thought that I'd be at this point, but you know, I'm happy. I'm happy that people are listening and that they like it, and it's more about, it's not so much as like people listening to it. It's more about just connecting with people, like, and that's it. Like this is how I communicate. You know, this is how I communicate best with myself and with the world. And if people are on that like wavelength and that frequency, then awesome. Then I've found people that I can really connect with. And I think that's the whole point of this. It's not to like get a bunch of streams or like do whatever, but if I can make a living doing stuff like this and meet awesome people and make real like genuine connections, like that is worth it to me. And that's why I do this. Carver, I have so much audio equipment to go through. My father's collection estate. Too bad I don't live close. Yeah, man. Oh, that's right. Your parents were musicians. Damn. Do you plan on selling it? Selling that stuff? Or like eBay or something like that? What else? What else we got? And then, yeah, it's Monday, right? Plans we got for the week. Let me check my calendar and see what else we got going on. Oh, we're touring wedding venues, getting married in 2025. So we got a year to prepare. So we got some wedding venue tours coming up. I got to go to the doctor because I haven't been to the doctor in almost a decade for like a checkup. And for some reason, like none of the doctors around here have any open appointments in the next 3 months. I think there's a glitch with the website or something. Going to emo night next Friday. I've yet to go to one, and I've been wanting to go to an emo night for like the past 2 years. So we were supposed to. I bought tickets. I think we I went to Tulare because that's when Dane was like, "Oh, come down and like celebrate." Yeah, or like we were gonna. No, it was like my birthday. He's like, "Oh, let's come down and like we'll celebrate." Probably will sell most of it. My mother doesn't use most of it in her teaching. Yeah, you should be able to get some good money from, especially like vintage gear. Yeah, I would just go straight to eBay or something and not go through like a middleman or consignment because then they're just gonna take a bunch of money, like Guitar Center or something. Yeah, emo night. So it's basically like a DJ set, but they just play stuff from like 90s, 2000s. It's more like pop punk emo, like radio emo stuff, like sing alongy stuff, and then you just sing along and drink and stuff. So I'm looking forward to that. Also looking forward to finishing more music, and I'm working on some music for an indie video game. So that's another project that I've been working on. So that's happening. I don't know when the game's gonna release, but it's going. The wheels are in motion, and working on the first song for it. I'm gonna be making a bunch of different like looping tracks and maybe some sound design and stuff. So got that going on. So yeah, a lot going on right now. Just gotta finish that next song and release it by the end of next month to stay on track. But yeah, I got some ideas. Got some ideas brewing. All right, you guys. It is 10:09 and I'm gonna call it a night. Been streaming for like almost an hour and a half now, so I think it's a good time to call it. And thanks again to everyone who streamed Out of Mind. Where did I put? There it is. Yeah, thanks to everyone who streamed it. We just hit 1,500, over 1,500 streams while we were on stream tonight, and I'm happy. I'm happy with how it's going in the first week. So set a new record for the song, and we'll see how it goes for the rest of the month. All right, you guys. We'll see you guys next Monday, 8:30, around 8:30, 8:45 p.m. next Monday, and I'll give you guys another update on the song. But you know what? We're gonna work on music next week. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get back to making music. I'm done with promoting the song. I've been working like nonstop promoting the song for the past week, like making videos, shooting videos. We were shooting in Vegas when we were in Vegas, just editing and posting stuff to TikTok and Instagram. I don't even know what goes viral anymore or what hits anymore. The algorithm's completely changed. No one sees the shit that I post anymore. Like I just posted a reel, and it's just being shown to people that follow me, and it's like reels are supposed to go out to a bunch of people, like people beyond your followers. And I don't know what it is. Maybe my video is just not good, but yeah, it's not getting shown to people outside of my followers. So if you have any tips on how all of that works, let me know. I mean, I have a feeling of how it works. Like if enough of your followers engage with it or like it, then it'll get shown to people outside of your followers, but with Instagram Reels. But I have no idea anymore, and I'm not gonna try to chase that dragon because it's just pointless, and it doesn't really. It's not fulfilling, in my opinion. Like I've had videos that have blown up, but you just never know. It really is a lottery, and I'm just gonna try to focus on being more consistent and just posting more often, because I feel like that's also how you get in front of more people. Anyways, yeah, same thing on TikTok. It's just being shown to followers. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on. But you know what? None of that matters. I just want to say thank you to all the people that have streamed this, listened to the song, supported me in any way. Anyone who's bought the vinyl album of Conquered. Yeah, anyone who's just listened and supported, all you guys right here in the chat right now, anyone who's watching and listening, I appreciate you guys. And we'll see you next week. Have a good week, and we'll see you next Monday. All right. See ya.
Please clap.